Hello, my name is Johnny Tsunami and welcome to another episode of Animayhem. Today we're going to be talking about some of my favorite fight scenes from anime. When it comes to anime fight scenes or fight scenes from movie and TV in general, there are aspects to the fight scene that help elevate it to an epic fight status. In a fight scene from television and film, the fight scene should be telling a story. Epic fight scenes that establish a conflict between the two fighting characters often use cinematography, writing, video and sound editing, music and fight choreography to elevate the fight. So we're going to dive in and talk about my favorite top 5 anime fights. As a disclaimer, these are all scenes from anime that I've watched, even though there are some fight scenes I may have missed. If I've missed any epic fight scenes that you guys love, feel free to leave your favorite fight scene in the comments. Starting at number 5, it is Mugen vs. Jin from Samurai Champloo. Samurai Champloo is an anime made by the creators of Cowboy Bebop, featuring slick swordsman action and a lo-fi hip-hop soundtrack. This fight scene features the main protagonist swordsman, Mugen and Jin. Mugen is a swordsman that uses unorthodox movement almost in a breakdancing style to outmaneuver his opponents. Jin is a swordsman who uses more traditional techniques and uses precision and accuracy to strike his opponents. In the beginning of Samurai Champloo, Mugen is in a conflict with some swordsmen at the bar and Jin accidentally walks in. However, Mugen challenges Jin, and what follows is a cleanly choreographed fight that showcases the fight style of each of the swordsmen. The lo-fi hip-hop soundtrack and beautiful animation, along with clean sound editing, make it feel like the swordsmen are fighting to the beat of the music. At number 4, we have Eren vs. Reiner from Attack on Titan. At the end of Season 1 of Attack on Titan, we learn that Annie is a Titan, and later in Season 2, we learn that Reiner and Bertolt are both Titans. Reiner and Bertolt's job is to capture Eren, but Reiner boldly admits that he is a Titan in front of Eren and his comrades. Reiner then transforms into the Armored Titan, and Eren then transforms into the Attack Titan to fight Reiner. The thing that makes this fight awesome is the actual use of techniques from martial arts like wrestling, judo, and jiu-jitsu. The techniques shown vary from boxing slips, wrestling takedowns, judo throws, guard sweeps, and jiu-jitsu submissions. Although the use of fight techniques are not 100% true to life application, you can clearly see that the techniques Eren uses is more to display the fact that he's angry towards Reiner for lying to him and his friends. At number 3, we have Kaneki vs. Jason from Tokyo Ghoul. Tokyo Ghoul Season 1 does an excellent job in pacing Kaneki's journey from someone that can't accept that he's a ghoul into a ghoul that accepts his identity and his developed powers. Jason is the main antagonist of Season 1 of Tokyo Ghoul and captures Kaneki. Jason tortures Kaneki to the point of disfiguring his body, even though Kaneki can heal and regenerate because he's a ghoul. While Jason tortures Kaneki, Rize, the ghoul that was combined with Kaneki's body, confronts Kaneki by saying that his losses, griefs, and weaknesses are his fault. Kaneki does not want to admit that his weakness is his responsibility, which makes Jason's torture even more unbearable. However, Kaneki snaps back to reality and understands that his strength comes from accepting his previous futility and weakness, and transforms into an incredibly strong ghoul. At this point, the opening theme of Tokyo Ghoul plays, and we see Kaneki unafraid and he starts to fight Jason. If you watch the whole season, the story builds to this amazing scene where Kaneki embraces the ghoul within him, and the opening theme playing helps cement that Kaneki is now a ghoul. At number 2, we have Wrath vs. Scar from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Wrath is a homunculus who has been disguised as a Führer, but is in fact a master swordsman and has the ultimate eye. As the story of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood culminates, Wrath takes on the friends and allies of Roy Mustang and the Elric brothers. Wrath slices apart all of his enemies, including the new Greed, and is then confronted with Scar. Scar in the series is first an enemy of the Elric brothers, but comes back after grieving his brother's loss in the Ishvalan conflict. Scar confronts Wrath and at first only uses his arm to destroy in the fight. Later on in the fight, it is revealed that Scar's brother didn't only create alchemy circles in one arm for destruction, but that Scar has the other arm to create using alchemy, and uses both in memory and acceptance of his brother's loss. The music, writing, and choreography illustrate the conflict between Scar and Wrath, that both are fighting fundamentally for opposing reasons even though both are nameless creations of conflict. At number 1, we have Kakashi vs Obito from Naruto Shippuden. In Naruto Shippuden, it is revealed that Obito is the main antagonist behind the 4th Ninja War, whose intent was to bring about the infinite Tsukiyomi. Kakashi and Obito end up fighting in the Kamui dimension. This fight scene is beautifully juxtaposed with Kakashi and Obito fighting from flashbacks when the two were shinobi allies on the same team. You can tell that with the editing, the fighting impact sounds in the Kamui dimension are harder and have more weight than in the flashbacks. The soundtrack underscores sadness and grief in what used to be a beautiful friendship between Kakashi and Obito, and now they are enemies in a bitter world-scale conflict. What makes this scene stand out from other fight scenes in this list is the storytelling that comes from the video and sound editing, soundtrack, and cinematography. This is not just a fight between two former friends. This is a fight between two ideologies of what it means to be a shinobi, between two stories of what their lives are now because of their experiences in the ninja world. That's it for today. What are some of your favorite fight scenes from anime? What kinds of things do you look for in an awesome anime fight scene? Please leave a comment so I can check out some more anime fight scenes. I really appreciate you guys watching my content. I will be making more gaming and anime content along with mental health content, and will be working to make the videos more polished. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.